I'm Silvana and I've been teaching English for 19 years now. I moved to the UK 6 years ago, so before then I taught in English in Argentina. I taught general English, English for specific purposes, and I'm also a teacher trainer. Good morning everyone, how are you today?
Fine.
Okay, good. Our lesson today is about feeling unwell. What's unwell?
Sad?
Not
so good. Yeah, I'm not feeling very well. And today we're going to look at informal phrases. Phrases. One word? More than one word?
Yeah.
More than two or three. That we have to remember them together. Okay? Can I have one example of a phrase, please?
Do my best.
Excellent. Do my best. Well done. These phrases we're going to learn are informal. So when I talk to
Your friends?
or
Your parents?
yeah, parents, family, well done. Am I going to use these phrases when I talk to my doctor? No. Okay, right. A different way of saying I've got a bad back. My back's gone.
My
back's gone.
My back's gone.
Can I have somebody to come and write that, please?
My back.
Angela?
Okay.
Yes.
Is?
Gone. Bye-bye, gone. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And the last one now. Imagine there are two, okay? What's this?
Feet.
Finger.
One is foot, but two?
Feet.
Okay.
I feel pain.
Yeah? Okay. Informal. My feet are killing me. My feet are killing me. Yes? Killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me.
Killing me.
Feet are killing me.
Feet are killing me.
My feet are killing me.
My feet are killing me. My feet are killing me.
My feet are killing me.
My feet are killing me.
My feet are killing me.
My feet are killing me. Well done. I'll write that for you. Oops. My feet are killing me. Brilliant. Well done. So, together, we're going to look at the phrases, read the phrases. Yes. Look at the pictures and match them. For example, what's that?
I have got to find Tommy.
Well done. Yep. Yeah, okay. In pairs then. You two, you two, you two, you two, and you two. 1 minute, it's easy. Now, we've got neutral phrases. Neutral, formal, informal, in the middle. In the middle.
Yeah.
Phrases I can use when I talk to my doctor, for example. Yeah? Right. And then we've got informal phrases. So, I would like you to think where, for example, this phrase goes. Does it go in the neutral column or does it go in the informal column?
Neutral.
Well done. I've got a stomachache. Okay? I'm going to give you photocopies and I would like you to write the phrases in the right columns. Okay, have we finished?
Yeah.
Who would like to come and put all the neutral phrases in the right column? Go on. Thank you. Okay, shall we check? Neutral?
Yep.
Yeah? Well done. Now, right. So we're going to group the phrases now according to the beginning, the first few words, okay? So let's just type the informal ones, okay?
I need right. Oh yeah, I've got.
Okay, I've got, yeah. No, just the rest. I've got is already there. Thank you. Is that okay?
Yeah. No.
Ah, okay.
Captain.
Is that okay now?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Or.
Formal, informal,
Formal,
neutral,
formal.
You used an interactive whiteboard in this lesson. Why did you choose to use a board?
I'm very lucky. In the college where I work, we have, at least in my department, one interactive whiteboard per classroom. So when we first had them, I've decided I'll train myself and learn to use them. And I've never looked back really since then. I think they're very, very useful. There are so many advantages to them. Things like being able to have the students interact with the whiteboard, touch and come and drag and drop and type and write. And also, we also have a virtual learning environment, so whatever we produce during the class, we can save and students can access at home, and it's amazing the things you can do with them.
Critics of smartboard as interactive whiteboards often worry about what the board does to the interaction in the lesson and to the way students behave, and certainly in issues like having to dim lights and things like that. Do you see any disadvantages of the board in that kind of way?
I think it's got to do with how much or how little the teacher lets the whiteboard take over. To me, it's about the teacher's judgment and how much you let it dominate your class or not. The disadvantage could be that you can't always rely 100% on technology. You have to be very careful that you've got a contingency plan, because come one day something's gone wrong, and what do? That's, to me, is the main disadvantage. But how much you let the whiteboard be an obstacle, it's up to the teacher and the teacher's management of the tool. It's one more tool.
Can I shift the conversation completely? There's a lot of discussion about the difference between native speaker teachers and non-native speaker teachers. Now, although those terms are not very satisfactory, I suppose I'd have to categorise you as a non-native speaker teacher. And I think the question that interests me is whether you see any particular advantages or disadvantages in being, well, either a native speaker teacher or a non-native speaker teacher.
I think as a disadvantage, if students really want a native speaker model, well, I'm not. And in terms of pronunciation or length or the breadth of the vocabulary that a native speaker teacher would have, I'm sure I make many more mistakes than a native speaker. And I think those could be the disadvantages. Advantages, I can also see many. I learned English, so I know what it is like to be on the learner side, to be in their shoes. And I know what's easy and what's difficult, at least for those who speak my mother tongue. I know the pain of having to go home and memorize sheets and sheets of vocabulary for hours, and my knowledge of the language in terms of the grammar and pronunciation and all that, I think it's sound and good, and I feel confident about it because I had to learn it. I think that my starting point as a teacher was much more solid than somebody coming out of, initial teacher training in a short course. They tend to be very clear on the methodology, but not so much on the language awareness. And I think that non-native teachers tend to have a better language awareness because of that. They had to learn the language.
How do students respond to you as a non-native speaker teacher, both here in the UK and in your own country?
When I was at home in Argentina, students like to have a combination of both native and non-native speaker teachers. They liked having the native speakers and conversation lessons and for their vocabulary, but they liked to have the non-native speaker teacher for their grammar lessons. When I came to the UK, some of my directors of studies did not like me to let them know that I wasn't English. Especially, I can understand that. It's probably got to do with the fact that people come to the UK to have an English teacher. So not having one could, be a problem. But once they do find out, especially Spanish speakers love it because they can ask me questions in Spanish. And sometimes they need, especially at very, very low levels, they like having somebody they can talk in their own mother tongue.
So for you, it's actually quite ideal to teach people whose mother tongue you share or whose mother tongue you can operate with.
Oh yes, oh yes. I really enjoy the opportunity to do cross-linguistic comparisons from time to time and to have the mother tongue not just an obstacle or a barrier, but actually as a tool to help them in their learning.